Gospel great Marvin Dexter Moore is back with his new single titled, What If? After coming off the success of In This Place, #1 on the Urban Influencer Gospel charts, as well as top 20 globally, and Take 'Em All the Way, that charted #11 on the global charts, and winner of the 2022 Mississippi Gospel Award for Best Engineered Recording. Marvin has definitely proven to be a mainstay in this industry. So get his new single, What If, available now on all digital platforms.
I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond, as well as Golden Rule Media. And this is courtesy of Never Stop Entertainment. I am so very excited because we have Mr. Marvin Dexter on the show today. He's got a new song out, and we're going to be talking about that song and how it has affected him right now. Because, I mean, things happen, and this is a crazy world, like he said earlier. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you?
I am elated. Yaya, it's so good to see you again. How you doing?
I am crazy.
Yeah, thanks for having me back. I mean, who knew it was going to be this soon, and things are just
I
going
know.
on. I'm besides myself. I can tell you that much.
I know. It doesn't happen this fast. Not normal. You're just not normal.
Oh, I'm not to take that. No,
Neither am I, but I don't go that fast. I just don't go that fast.
I
But
was
thank you
trying to
so
keep that
much.
quiet, but I see how you let me out. You done threw me under the bus now, but that's okay.
Well, the bus didn't hit you, okay? Just put it that
Thank
way.
God. Pretty fast.
I know it is. So tell us about this journey that you're on now with this new song.
It's been I have to pinch myself, right? Because this is a song I have been working on. I want to do something different, right? I wanted to make a song to reach people that normally you don't talk to.
Mhm.
Because one of the thing about church is that I always say, why do people not go to church? Well, nobody ever asked them to come. You know, do you ever have a conversation with people about the Lord? Well, not really. How do you have a conversation with a non-believer about the Lord? So I said, wait a minute, this might be an opportunity to try something like that. So I was thinking about the song and a person's first time experience going to church. And
Mm.
that's what the story of the song is about. This guy's going down the street, he looks over there, and all of a sudden he sees all of these people going into this building. So he follows them in, thinking that it's some kind of a show going on. And then you can now you gotta listen to the song and see what the rest of the story is.
Well,
But
it won't be on this show. I mean, I tell you that much. You guys are gonna have to go to Spotify or tune in, whatever you go to
yeah, but
listen
when
to
you
these
listen to
songs.
this, yeah, when you listen to the song, you'll get the story. But that's what it was about. It was an experience that I had, and a lot of people that I think are coming into faith have, and it's that moment when you learn something new and you hear it, but to be asked the question, what if?
Right. Now, that is just to me is amazing. What if? There's so many people out there saying what if, but I haven't heard a song that actually put it this way. What was it like for you to actually write this song? I know you said you kind of based it on a what if, but when you went through it, there is a journey that you have to take while you write it. What was your journey?
Well, with this particular song, I wanted to write something, like I say, that spoke to non-believers.
Hmm.
And when you think about it, you say that, "Hey, you don't know what I know, or you may not think like I think, but what if I told you something? Would it make a difference in your life if I shared something with you, or may I share something with you?" And I wanted to be able to have that conversation, or give everybody or anybody that wanted to have that conversation the opportunity. So that's what it was kind of built on. Then I was thinking about, okay, now the feel of it. I wanted to go in a different direction because I said, well, if I make the song totally gospel, then it's only the gospel people that may be listening to it. But if I add a little some to it,
Mm.
that would be, maybe it would draw in people that normally wouldn't listen to this type of music. Maybe it would catch their ear. So I use the popular elements, a lot of what was going on out, in the marketplace today, with the beat, with the groove. I love, I'm a funk maestro anyway. So getting into that beat and the groove and stuff, and it just started to come together, and it just kind of happened, a piece at a time, because I started kind of with the chorus, and it was kind of shaky. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it just one thing led to another. So over a period of time, I was able to put it together. But I did labor a lot over the song. Uh,
Mm,
I changed it quite a bit because I think it's very, I thought it was risky, and I still think it's a very risky song to do. I'm establishing myself kind of in the gospel thing, and here I come with this different kind of a sound and all. But that question was so important, and I think it was so necessary to be said that I went ahead and took the risk.
yeah. Sometimes you do have to jump out there, you know. And as you've jumped out there, Mr. Moore, you are now like the hottest thing since sliced bread. How has this changed your life?
I not as it changed my life in the sense that I'm still pinching myself because
Mm,
it's still not quite real to me, right? Because it's what has happened for me is a promise that God kept to me.
mhm.
Because he said to me, he says, "Hey, just put the music, do this, and put it out there, and I'll take care of the rest." And that's
Yeah.
what he has done. And I've just tried to be faithful to the mission, to the and what I think I'm supposed to be doing in my calling. And what has changed me is that I realize that people are listening, that there is a market for something just slightly different. And I think I'm kind of unique and authentic, and I was so concerned about would people receive this because it's different. But they are receiving it. So the major part of my life that what has changed me the most is that it's given me great confidence and helped me to be at peace with the fact that wow, people like this, and I can share this with them and feel good about it.
We when we make those jumps, and I compared it to like sliced bread because when you don't have no sliced bread, it ain't nice. Anyway, so it's like when
Yeah,
you're dividing things up, like we divide things up. Here's the verse, here's the chorus, here's the verse, here's the chorus, here's the bridge, here's the outro, here's the intro. You know, you kind of stay in that formal pattern that you've always stayed in,
oh,
but to
yes,
come out is a risk.
yeah.
And taking that risk, do you regret dividing that up and actually doing that?
Absolutely not. I'm a risk taker. I've always been a risk taker. I'm not a conformist. I've always had trouble following the crowd in the first place. So it's kind of a bit of who I am. And if you listen to my music, you hear each song is different. It's a different experience that I get to share with people. Uh, you can look at flowers. There's all types of flowers and beautiful flowers. So when I paint a picture, I don't want to have just one flower. I like to have a vast variety of flowers, and I want to give people different experiences and different things because you just don't know what's going to move the person. I
Yeah,
work really hard on the craft of what I do, for as the art and craft of it. I work really hard at it because I always want to give you guys the high quality music. So that's always I work hard at. I really labor over that. I'm a little over the top about that stuff. But when it comes down to the message, I really always want it to be a message that I think serves a purpose. That is not just putting a song out there for the sake of putting it out there, but it has meaning that I hope people can gravitate toward, and it means something to them, and they relate to it and they will repeat it. Like I hope they say to somebody, "Hey, what if?" In a conversation. Then I've done my job.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay. So, has this encouraged you to stay out of the box? Maybe one or two more songs.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I have some different things coming. Um, I was moving in this direction naturally anyway, because I don't like to repeat myself or do the same thing twice. So, but again, I have by being independent, I get the opportunity to do that because I don't have a record label saying you got to do this and you got to do it that way. So I'm blessed that way. So you'll be hearing some different things happening, but I think I'm feeling really good about the grooves because a lot of people like the music. So if they like that pocket in the grooves and the feel of the music, which I'm going to be able to continue that, but blend in the R&B, the pop, and different sounds and different vibes, but with a message that I hope is authentic.
definitely, definitely. I agree with you, and I love the song. I actually listened to it earlier today.
Oh wow,
Not
thank you.
not the first time I've heard it. I wanted to say that we're gonna have that song along with a lot of different songs on the New to You show that we usually do like once a month. But the song is really encouraging, and I love the fact that it's that universal message. It's like, okay, so you haven't. What if you have?
Yeah.
What if I came and I told you this is it. This is real. This is true. What
Yeah.
would you do? Would it change your life? You
Yes.
know, I
Yes.
love that. I absolutely love that. I love what you've done. And,
Thank you so
reaching
much.
those,
Thank
yeah,
you.
definitely. Oh, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. And, reaching those people that normally wouldn't listen to you,
Yeah.
what would you say to them today? Those people that have never heard of you, but now are hearing about you.
I would like to say to them, I have something I'd like to share with you, something I'd like to say to you. I would like to share with you my experience, the joy that I've received in my life. I'm a transformed man. I'm not saying that you have to be this way or you want to be this way, but I would like you to take a look and see if there's something that it might be missing in your life that you might find on this side. And I just like to share that with you to give you the opportunity to have more, to have that peace that goes beyond understanding, to have joy, not happiness, but to move toward joy. Joy is that feeling that you get. It's like your soul is being tickled. You know what I mean? It's beyond happiness. And on my side, and what I would try to share with you is that particular aspect of life that you can have more than you've ever hoped or even imagined. And my question to you is, well, what if? What if that's true?
Sweetness. Sweetness. I literally love this. And I thank you so much for doing that, and for putting this out, and for stepping over the line that you probably drawn in the sand and for
Yeah.
many, many years.
Oh, you know what's funny? When I had got almost done with the song, and it was something missing. I was like, should I put a horn solo? I was thinking about a sax solo, and then I was like, no, I got to put a rap.
Ah.
I got to put a rap. Okay. And I was
Is that
thinking,
what okay. No,
yeah,
I was listening to it. I was like, okay, all right, all right.
yeah. And I was like to myself, I was like, you can't put a rap on a gospel song. I'm like, well, yeah, no, maybe not. But the message, I was like, okay. So I said, okay, if young people are going to listen to it, they need to hear a different voice, because they need to hear a voice that they are kind of used to saying in a way that they will kind of get it. Or I wanted to relate to. I guess it was more about being relevant. I wanted to be relevant to young people.
Yeah.
It would catch their ear and they hear the message of what he was saying. So that's why, and I ended up putting a rap on there. And I labored over that. Like, do I put it? What do I do? I was thinking about a girl rapping, this rapping. Then a friend of mine, his name is Don Preach. I asked Don to come in and do it, and he nailed it. He nailed it.
Mm, that's a blessing. Definitely. You've had so many different blessings. And I do so hope that people realize that they do need, how would I say this? They need the word, they need God, they need the Lord in their lives, and more of
Yes.
it. And
Yeah.
I hope this introduces them in a nice way where they can begin their journey.
Yeah. What if what the Bible is saying is true?
Yeah.
What if Jesus was who he said he was?
Hmm.
What if you could have eternal life? I mean, what if you
Right.
could? If you haven't
Exactly.
thought about it, but what if wouldn't you be interested in finding that out?
Yeah.
To know that you could be forgiven for anything you've done bad in your whole life, you could be forgiven for. And all that guilt and shame that you've been carrying around all this time, that you don't have to do that. You can move and become a new person, transformed, and see what real love is about. See what real faith and loyalty and caring and a whole new life. And it can happen. So I say to you again, well, what if that's true? What if? Is it worth
Wow.
taking a minute to look into it and try and see? Is it worth it? What if? What if it
Definitely.
would?
Definitely. Wow. Well, Mr. Dexter, thank you so much. Marvin Dexter Moore, ladies and gentlemen. You can get that song What If everywhere.
Yaya,
Everywhere.
thank you so much for having me. I want to give a shout out to my wife, Jean. I want to give a shout out to, of course, Mr. Joe Mason. And just want to, without, you know, so many people now. Oh, can I send a shout out to my high school class, Winona High School, class of 73. Go 73, go 73. Winona High School Dragons, yes.
Yes, you can do whatever you want, Mr. Moore. It's your show.
I had to throw it out there. That was good stuff.
No problem at all. And hey, go guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. And the next time it might even be faster. I mean, you're on a good pace here.
Thank you. Can you believe, the song is charting already at
I know.
it blew my mind. It's number
I don't know what he told me. I think you were like 9 the last time I found out.
number 9. Wait a minute. The song has only been out a few weeks and it's at number 9 on the independent gospel and inspiration chart. That blew my
Yes.
mind. That blew my mind. I was not ready for that. And it's on the international global charts. So I am so grateful because I didn't do that. I'm
Right.
good, but I ain't that good. So I
I
know
hear
that,
that.
you know what I'm saying? So I know that's coming from a whole nother place. So I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Yeah.
How wonderful it is to know that God is faithful. And he tells you something, he comes through. And when he does it in grand style. So I am blessed, and so are you. And I think that God wants to show you this, and he wants to be in relationship with you as well as with me. I'm no different. He wants to be in relationship with you. And it's because of the relationship we have with God that our lives are changed. And we don't have to fight all these battles. He fights them for us.
Yep. Yep.
What
I totally agree.
what if? What if?
Definitely. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Moore, I will see you really soon. I know it. I can
That's
feel
right.
it in
I
my
have so much.
bones.
God bless you, my friend. You are amazing. And I hear you tearing it up out there. You just keep it going. I pray for you all the time.
Oh, well, thank you. You remember me? Oh my gosh.
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes,
so
I
much. Oh my
do.
goodness, that is a blessing.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. And until next time, guys, bye.